The annual Greek Food Festival is coming up this weekend.
And so in honor of that, we have Katie Swore with us, and also she is going to show us how to make baklava, the best thing that ever came out of Greece. Can I just say that? A lot of good things came out of Greece.
And the Olympics.
Okay, maybe the Olympics too. Katie, thanks so much for coming in
thank you
today.
for having me.
Let's get started on the baklava.
Okay.
I have to admit, it's a little intimidating. Phyllo dough scares me a little bit.
Don't be intimidated. Phyllo dough is a little bit difficult to work with, but hopefully you have a good batch. This box that I opened is actually great today, so I was happy with that.
So does it come out of the freezer section?
Yeah, in the freezer section.
So the dough can be a little temperamental?
It can be a little temperamental.
So thin.
It's so thin. So yeah, it'll be in the freezer section, usually, you know, at Winco or wherever you get it. And so you want it to thaw. We usually set ours out for like the night before and set it out to thaw so it's nice and warm, and so it won't be too frozen or wet or anything like that. And what I've done already is I've put down like 6 layers of phyllo dough and butter. I buttered my pan first and then did that over and over for 6 layers.
Phyllo, butter, and you saturate it pretty well?
Yeah. Okay. The more generous the butter, the better it's going to be probably. That's what I think at least.
Better.
Yes. And then the more butter you have, the less likely it's going to be really, really flaky. It's going to be a lot better with in the end result. So yeah. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more butter. And we're going to add, usually you want to do like 7 or 8 layers depending on how thick you want your tops and bottoms to be. And so I did 6 layers, so we'll just do another one real fast.
So you just press it down and you can
just
put it down. Yep. And you can, obviously this pan's like a little bit small, so you can trim your phyllo to be, to fit in there really good.
Okay.
So you put the butter before you put in the pan or after you put in the pan?
You want to do it after. Yeah. It's going to be, the butter just really makes it starts to make it really doughy once you put the butter on, and so you don't want to do it. You want to do it after.
Okay.
Nice.
And really, I guess it's pretty easy, I guess. It doesn't seem like it sticks together or anything. I imagine it would stick together.
And then it's like, there's layers of flour and stuff in there. So once you have your 7 or 8 layers, then you're just going to want to take your nuts.
And then what's your combination here?
We have 2.5 cups of nuts in here, a teaspoon of cloves, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and a 3/4 cup of sugar, and then that's our mixture. This is our family, my mom's recipe that I've learned how to make, and then whatever. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they just pass it along. So everybody's is going to be a little bit different. Some people will put like lemon zest or orange zest or almonds in there too. You can do a mixture of nuts or whatever. So
and we will have this recipe on our website. So go ahead, check it out on the website so that you can go and make it yourself.
Try it yourself.
Now the Greek Festival, it's been going on for a long time. It took a little bit of a hiatus for a few years, but it's back. When's it taking place?
It's going to be this Saturday, and it's just on 5th Street at the Greek Orthodox Church. You'll see it. It's right outside. We're going to have the food set up outside and a bunch of tables and everything. And it goes from 11 a.m. to 8 at night. And it's going to be really, really fun.
So you're going to have a whole menu of lots of Greek dishes,
we've got lots of stuff. There's lots of pastries. There's.
The next one on. Does it matter if it's torn?
No, it doesn't. You just want, you can just like patch it together and whatever.
Great.
Yeah.
So do people need to get tickets for the event? Can they just show up and just
show
enjoy?
Yep, it's free admission. So you just want to show up and pay for some food, and
there'll be dancers.
There will be dancers. We're gonna have. Unfortunately, our dance group from Pocatello this year couldn't get together. We didn't have enough time just because it has been such a long time since we've done it, you know. And but there will be food. And then the Salt Lake dancers are going to come down, and I think they'll be performing at 1, 3, 5, and 7. So they've got a few.
So really quickly, do you do another 7 to 8, then do nuts, and just keep going back and forth?
Yeah, we usually just do it till you run out of nuts, basically. And so it adds up to be about 7 layers. And so that's all you do. You just layer it, and then on top you want to do another 8 layers.
And then bake it off.
And then bake it. We usually cut ours all nice and pretty.
Look how beautiful.
It's easier to cut it before it's baked. Then you want to bake it 350 for 30 minutes. And while you're baking it, make your syrup, which we use 2 cups water, 2 cups honey, 1 cup honey, and 2 cups sugar.
And that cooks for quite a while then?
Like 30 minutes while it's baking.
And lots of love goes into this, and it shows.
Katie, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And make sure you go and support the Greek Festival. It's a really cool thing in our community. So
really
great. And coming up next, we will pin a project from Pinterest and put it to the test.